Let's talk about another team that I had to be talked into and has frankly been showing themselves to be pretty doggone good within reason. That'd be the Michigan Wolverines, right? So I watched every bit of the big noon game on Saturday where Michigan was in a ball game with Maryland. And there's some things that I liked, and there were some things that really bugged me. One of the things I liked that I hope everybody liked was Blake Corum running, okay? That dude went 30 carries for 243 yards in a tight ball game, absolutely put the Michigan Wolverines on his back when he had to go put them on his back. As a matter of fact, you get a 4th and 1 call inside the red zone, you got to have it to basically put the game away, and that man takes it all the way to the house. It's just outstanding. Like, this is a play right here. Look at this. Goodness me. It's almost as if Maryland did not know they were going to hand Blake Corum the football. Who else are you going to give the football in this scenario? Look at this. That's just gorgeous. He's so fast. But that's also the point about this Michigan football team. They are a Formula One car, okay? They got a very low drag coefficient, and they're real fast down the straights. You get ahead of steam with J.J. McCarthy, Blake Corum, good luck on that. And then they're playing outstanding defense. I don't think that Maryland is by far the best team they're going to have to play in the Big Ten. They still got a Penn State team that's undefeated. They still got, obviously, Ohio State that Thanksgiving Day weekend that we're all looking forward to at this point. But they're going to have some foibles around the way. I think they're just going to have to figure out ways to win. That's why I'm really interested to see them play Iowa this Saturday in Iowa City. That's another team that I want to talk about here briefly. I caught some hell for having the Hawkeyes in my preseason top 25, but one of the reasons that I had them in the preseason top 25 is because I knew the defense that they had was mostly intact within reason. I did not expect it to be as good as it has been, and it has been phenomenal. As a way for me to help you better understand this, Iowa has managed to allow just 23 points to 4 opponents combined. That is the lowest amount of points that an Iowa defense has allowed in the first 4 games of the season, so the first third of the season, since 1956, 66 years since they've been that dominant on defense. And then the Hawkeyes with the roll-safe knowledge, you don't need your offense to score if your defense can score. Like, the Hawkeye defense has scored 16 points this season, 2 touchdowns, 2 safeties. Off the top of my head, I'm going to say that the Iowa defense has outscored the Iowa offense because it feels good to say. But if you've been watching Iowa football, you probably love this. This is probably one of the sexiest statistics that you've ever seen in your life, alongside Torrey Taylor, who's like leading the nation in punting and is probably going to run away with the Ray Guy Award. That's how they get down in Kinnick, okay? They want to put a rock in your hand, a rock in their hand, and want to see who's going to bash each other to death first. They're not going to try to run around you. They're not going to try to throw over you. They're just going to try to beat the hell out of you. I like watching that kind of football. So when I get to see this Iowa defense go against that Michigan offense, we get to know something for real about Michigan and whether or not they get to keep this number 4 spot in my rankings and the Associated Press rankings, which is the last spot for the college football playoff. And oh, by the way, the team I rank ahead of them, the team that the Associated Press ranks ahead of them, is Ohio State, which feels like it is absolutely going to destroy everybody that it plays. And then maybe we get what I want, which is an Ohio State-Georgia national championship game, because that would really just thrill me, and I think that would make the sport so much better. Also add to the Iowa bit here, Spencer Petras and the offense have not committed a turnover for the second straight game. I think if they don't commit a turnover against Michigan, they're probably going to beat Michigan because that defense is so good, and J.J. McCarthy has not demonstrated to me that he can go win you a football game. Blake Corum has, but we know that Iowa's going to sell out to stop the run and make the sophomore quarterback go beat them down the field. If he can do it, more power to Michigan. If he can't do it, you understand. Thank you for watching the #1 college football show. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and like this video so that you don't miss any of the best college football coverage in America.